Folks, we are back. It is time for the American League Championship Series. The Pittsburgh Pirates have taken out the Oakland A's. The Dodgers have taken out the Mariners. So we have Angels, Pirates, Orioles, Dodgers in the ALDS. And on the National League side of things, we have the Brewers taking out the Blue Jays, the Twins taking out the Guardians. So we have Tigers hosting the Twins, and the Braves hosting the Brewers. Both of those teams have already played a first game. They're up 1-0, and now we are taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. We've never had a series against this team. This is a new foe to us as we take a look at their team stats here. First we should take a look at just their homepage. They obviously did not win their division, but they only missed out on winning by their division by one game. They could have easily hosted the DS, so this is definitely a much better wildcard team than usual. So this is not a wildcard team to be taking lightly. Not that we ever take these wildcard teams lightly. Take a look at their team stats page. They are a pitching-focused team. We had a bunch of ones in these categories. This is the team who was right behind us pitching-wise. Second in the American League. We were first. They were third in a bunch of them, fourth in some of them, second in home runs allowed. They were even better. I believe we were third in home runs allowed, so they're even better than us at allowing home runs. Not that we hit a ton of home runs. And they're a decent defensive team as well. Their offense looks like it comes through not much. They were the 13th worst runs scored offense, so they don't really score much at all. They do get on base a lot, but they have trouble driving runs in, it seems. So they walk a lot, they steal a lot, they have good base running, but they don't really have anything else here. But we have been taken out by teams, obviously, who have not had good offenses, not have good pitching. We've had some first-round stinkers going on here in the DS after a bye, so hopefully that does not happen this time around. But the Pittsburgh Pirates, definitely somebody we are taking seriously, obviously. Take a look at this pitching staff, led by Nelson Lesso and Jimmy Legg. They both had 3.7 WAR for the Pirates rotation. J.P. Cole is their best overall pitcher. Did not have as good of a year as the other two, but definitely a solid pitcher to have here. Lesso is a lefty, and then Jimmy Legg is a righty from Hazlet, New Jersey. And then they also have Micah Randall, who is a younger guy, as their fourth starter. So they have these other guys who started for them in their bullpen, Corkum and Magana, both very solid starters who are now in their pen. And then Chris Stanton, nasty closer here with an 80-grade fastball, 70-grade splitter. That's a deadly combo to have. And he's at the back end of their bullpen. They've also got this guy, seems pretty decent, put up decent numbers. And then why is this guy on my list? I guess I might have looked at possibly trading for this guy at some point, and he was on my keep an eye list, but he is a part of this Pittsburgh bullpen. And then as far as their bats go, Moises Ballesteros, I believe is how you say this guy's last name, real-life Cub. He was a part of that Cubs team that we beat in the World Series in 2027, was it? Now, all these years later, an old man back up here for this Pirates team, not good anymore, but, still kicking around here. If we sort by WAR, their best hitter is Vicente Rojas. We saw this guy in a trade talk, I believe not last offseason, but the offseason before that, or maybe it was even the deadline, who knows, but finally getting a chance here with Pittsburgh, and he was their best hitter. A 5 WAR. He is not a slouch. They might not be a very good hitting team overall, but this guy is a legit weapon for them. Flores, their catcher, has been a decent bat, around league average. They've got Russell Shepard, who is apparently their leadoff man as well, despite being a really bad hitter. He's still on this team. Grady Emerson has a nagging injury. He's a decent glove, but not a hitter. Their first baseman hits not a great amount of home runs, but he's a decent bat, like ratings-wise. Their center fielder is on a nagging injury and just does not hit. They play defense and they pitch. These bats are not very scary on paper, but like I've said, we have had losses to teams worse than this, I feel like. So, taking a look at what our staff is going to look like. 1 through 4, we are rocking Pimentel, Hoskins, House, and then Josh Flynn. Yuri Perez, our 5th starter, is in the stopper role, so he moves to the bullpen here. Pretty nasty to guy to have in your bullpen to pair with Jeremy Osborne at the back end, our deadline acquisition from Boston. Zion moves down into a lesser role. John Pelmar, Paco Worthing, Chris Croxton, Josh Hedeman, and Ron Tipton are all a member of the bullpen here as well. And then the lineups, the bats we're going to be rocking here. It's Guyton catching, Aquino, first base, Tiziano second, Padilla at third, Doors at short. Velasquez is playing left field, Canalate in center, Espinoza in right, and then Suzuki is DHing, simply because Velasquez is the better fielder between him and Suzuki. Suzuki did end his season quite poorly overall. He had a good August, but he had like a mad June and July, and then a bad September. Obviously, the playoffs are a whole different story. If he struggles, we will make a switch. But for right now, he's rocking the DH spot for us, as Quintanilla is on the bench, along with Carranza, Ken O'Brien, and Steve Hagge. And that is the team we are going to be taking into the postseason. Wait. I forgot. We had one spot open, so J.J. Weatherholt is going to be a part of this bench. He is pretty much just the guy who's going to be a pinch hitter against right-handed pitching, as he still has quite a good rating against right-handed pitching. I think he adds some base running to the team as well. He can really only play first base, but I think this bat is enough to have on the roster here with this eye, with this contact, with this speed profile. We could also go with Dave Gaddy, perhaps. We might think about this a little bit just to get some more versatility. Gaddy does give you some outfield in the corners, as Weatherholt is just a first baseman. And then Gaddy obviously has a much, much better speed profile. We could add Brendan Nolte for some defensive versatility off the bench, but we already have Ken O'Brien on the team, who can play a bunch of positions very well. Ken O'Brien can play shortstop decently well, but not like a starter there, whereas Nolte gives you 70 grade shortstop defense. We might have Nolte, I'm not really sure. Or we could go with Nario Rennie, who is a corner outfielder with a really strong arm, decent speed profile, decent bat. Not fully developed yet, so I'm kind of not really sold on using him. Or we could go with Nate Pinkerton, who has not hit above Double-A, but was destroying Double-A. This guy was a first-round pick of ours in 2035. Compensation around, though. 65 grade power. Not really a great fielder. He has a really strong arm and really good error, but does not have great range. But he's got some serious pop to his bat as a right-handed bat. It plays against righties and lefties. It's a little bit better than against lefties, but still plays against both sides. Has a decent eye and gap power as well, 50 BABIP. He might be worth bringing on for a bat, but he hasn't played above Double-A. He has destroyed Double-A, so I'm not sure. We might just go with Weatherholt, but I'm kind of weary about Weatherholt because he's down to a 50. His BABIP is only a 50. And I've talked about why I like contact bats when they have high BABIP. When they have high avoid K and lower BABIP, they tend to just be like slap hitters who don't really drive the ball into the gaps. Now, he does have 55 gap, though, but this is definitely lesser than what it used to be. As you can see here, there's a lot of minuses the past couple of years. We might go with him, but I think we should consider other guys. So, like, right now off the bench, it's Carranza would be our left-handed bat off the bench. And he's a solid player for us this year, no doubt. Then it's a righty in O'Brien, a righty or switch hitter in Hagge, who we don't really want to use as a pinch hitter, and then a righty in Quintanilla, who is good against both, but he is a right-handed bat. So I think I am leaning towards going one of the lefties. It's just, do we want to go with I think we're going to go with Gaddy. I think Gaddy's the guy, because Weatherholt is there for a little bit of a speed profile, but Gaddy has much, much better speed profile. He has 50... No, I think we might just go Weatherholt, because Gaddy just has 50 BABIP as well. He does not have the eye that Weatherholt does, but Gaddy does have 75 gap power, which Weatherholt does not have. And this is a much, much better speed profile. And he gives you the outfield versatility. So yeah, I think we're going to go Gaddy. Or no, we're going to go We're going to go Weatherholt. Weatherholt's going to stay on the team. All that for just keeping Weatherholt. I'm not going to adjust the... we can just go like something like, I don't know, Weatherholt there. Oh yeah, so then against lefties, Velasquez is a left-handed bat who is better. He can hit both sides, but when it's a lefty, we are having Carranza at DH. Suzuki goes to left, and then Velasquez goes to the bench. Those are the only changes. They just swap that 8th spot in the order. That's what we're going to rock with here to start this postseason. Let's see how it goes. Alrighty, we are here before Game 1. We have Ernesto Pimentel going. They have Nelson Lesso going. We have a much better team on paper when you compare by positions. They only have that shortstop edge, and that's because Doors does not have his full potential developed quite yet. So here we are in the top of the first. Ernesto Pimentel here. We're going to hit him a little wrist action. Nothing going for the Pirates. Bottom first. Nothing going for us. Nothing going for the Pirates. And we're cooking. Guyton and Padilla are on second and third here with 1 out. Jorge Carranza at the dish. Just swing away. 1-2 count. Blows it by him. Not ideal. Now it's Jesus Doors. 1-1 count to him. And he rips one into left field. That gets down. And normal arm for Alvarado. We're not going to send him. No. Guyton's going to hang up at third. He probably could have scored. That was a weak throw. But we do get 1 on the board. Doors is on first. Guyton's on third. I think we're going to take a pitch with Canalate here. That's a ball. Now we're going to try to steal second. All right, that's a 2-0. Try to do it again. Does not want it. Swing away. Canalate rips one down the right field line. That's into the corner. Guyton will score easily. Doors might score as well. He does not. He hangs up at third base, so it's an RBI double for Canalate. 2-0 score for the Angels here as the inning continues to move on. Swing away for Suzuki here, and he whips through strike 3. But the Angels do tack on 2 in the inning to move things on to the top half of the third. And Pimentel shuts him down. Bottom 3 now. Boom, we got Padilla and Tiziano on first and second respectively. 2 outs for Derek Guyton, who is first pitch swinging. And he rips one, but that's going to be right at the right fielder Rojas. 3 down, we move things on to the 4th. Pimentel obviously still on the hill. 2 down, runner on second is Juan Romero facing Grady Emerson. Full count to him. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Doors. Easy at first base. Move things on bottom half of the inning. And Canalate is on second base here after swiping second, it looks like. Full count to Suzuki. Spits on ball 4. So first and second here with 2 very fast runners. Chris Aquino at the dish. New pitcher on the hill, they've already turned to Kevin Owens, who definitely has some nasty stuff here from Amarillo, Texas. 2-2 count. Here it goes. Isn't Kevin Owens a wrestler's name? Pretty sure that's the case. But Aquino pops one up in the infield. That'll be out number 3, so nothing else going for the Angels. We move things on top 5. And they get a man on second here. 2 outs to Demarion Terrell. 0-2 count to him. Blows it by him. Another scoreless frame for Pimentel. Move things on bottom 5. First and second, Espinoza and Padilla are on base for Derek Guyton, who's going to take a 1-1 pitch right at the shortstop for out number 2. Emerson puts it away. They double him up! Oh my god, dude. That is insane. That is insane. I wish there was like a better way to... I should mention, I've been playing Football Manager 24 because it's free on Epic. And let me tell you, the gameplay in that game knocks this game out of the park. When you're able to actually sit down and watch the games and that, it blows this game away. I mean, if there was any way we could get that sort of gameplay into OOTP, I would be over the moon. I have no clue what I'm doing in Football Manager because I don't know anything about soccer aside from like very, very basic stuff, and obviously I can like do some stuff based on my knowledge of playing manager games. But even with that, I've been having a blast playing that game. I just thought I would mention that because it's a fun game. But we're here on OOTP, top 6. And Roussel Shepard leading things off. Scoreless frame for Pimentel, bottom 6 here. Carranza and Doors getting off the lead off the inning, and we have Conlate up. Who's going to take a pitch? That's ball 1. That's ball 2. Swing away now, 3-1. And Conlate rips one into left center. That's going to be another bases, or extra bases for Conlate. He holds up at second. It looks like Doors holds up at third. But who was that? Was that Carranza who was on base? Yes, I believe it was Carranza gets on. He scores. So it's 3-0 now for the Angels here, bottom 6. Second and third, nobody out for Suzuki. The infield is in. New pitcher Tyshawn Vaughters is in the game. Bit of a wild thrower here, but definitely somebody to not be taken lightly, as this is a good team. They're pitching. Swinging away is Suzuki. And he rips one out to right center field, but that will be caught by Terrell. And Doors does tag up from third base. So, 4-0 are the Angels in the lead. Now it's Aquino 0-2. Ground ball right side. That'll be 2 down. Runner moves up to third with 2 outs. So Conlate is 90 feet away. Tiziano 1-2. Whiffs through it, and the Angels go down swinging, but they tack on 2 to make it a 4-0 lead here for Ernesto. We're going to go batter by batter here. 85 pitches. Going up against Juan Romero here. First pitch swinging. Ground ball right side. That gets through for a base knock. Leadoff single. Let's see if we can... Another first pitch swinging, and it gets away from Guyton. That is not great. Not great at all. Can we get through Emerson at least? Ground ball. Field. It gets through Doors. That's going to score a run. We probably should have just brought in a guy to start the inning, but we're definitely bringing in a guy now. So it's 4-1, a 3-1 ball game. We are going to turn to righty, lefty, righty, bottom of the order. Pelnar. John Pelnar has entered the game. Top 7, facing Alejandro Flores. Blows it by him. 1 down. Next batter up is Sergio Alvarado. 0-2 count to him. Ground ball right side. 4-6-3 perhaps? No. You do get the force out, though, to make it 2 outs. Runner on first. Is Alvarado a former farmhand of ours? That name sounds familiar. I don't know. Maybe I've just been aware of him. But Alvarado on first base. Bryce Rayner at the dish. Former Marlin. And he gets it blown by him. Pelnar shuts it down. They tack on 1 to blow the shutout, but we still do have a 3-run lead. Bottom 7 now. Nothing going for us. Let's take Pelnar out for Yuri Perez. So Yuri Perez has entered. Okay. Roussel Shepard's on second base with 1 out, facing Jeff Weaver. Not to be confused with the former Angels pitcher. 0-1 count. And he clobbers 1. Two-run blast. Jeff Weaver makes it a 1-run game. The best bullpen in baseball is trying their best to blow it. So Vicente Rojas up here. We're going to pitch around this guy. 2-2 count. Blows it by him. Now it's Juan Romero. Pitch around this guy as well. 0-2. Gets him the strikeout as well. So we move things on to the bottom of the 8th. Jesus Doors out the dish. Can we get anything going? All right. 2 outs, but 2 in scoring position. Aquino and Suzuki on second and third. And Tiziano at the dish. New pitcher, Juan Cuddy Magana. Looks to be a very solid pitcher. So let's see if we can work the count a bit. Take that first pitch. Looked like it was 1-0. It was indeed. Have another one. That's definitely a strike. Now we swing away. Full count. Tiziano shoots one out to right field, but it's caught on the shoestrings by Rojas in right field and robs the Angels of tacking on some insurance runs here as we move things on to the top of the 9th inning, where it's going to be, where is he? Jeremy Osborne coming on to shut the door here for the Angels. He has that 60 control, so we are going to pitch around this man. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Brady Emerson leading things off. Ground ball left side. Fielded by Padilla. Easy out, 1 down. Next batter up, Wilson Tejada, the pinch hitter. This guy's got some decent contact. Full count to him. Ground ball left side, fielded by Doors. Throws across the diamond, 2 down. And the Angels are 1 out away from taking game 1. So Sergio Alvarado, 3-0 count to him. Spits on ball 4, gets on. Now it's Moises Ballesteros, who comes on to pinch hit. 2-2 count, called strike 3, and Jeremy Osborne shuts the door, and the Angels get off to a 1-0 lead here in the DS. All right, folks, we're back for Game 2. Mike Hoskins on the bump for us. J.P. Cole on the bump for the Tigers, their best overall starter, coming off a solid season for them. We have the same lineup going, and we are ready to... or no, we don't have the same lineup. We actually have Velasquez in the lineup. Or no, we had Velasquez last game, too, didn't we? They threw a righty. No, they threw a lefty last game. So we had Carranza in the lineup last game. Yes. But Velasquez is in the lineup this game, playing left field. So a bit of a lineup change. The top 1 here, Mike Hoskins. Scoreless frame. Bottom 1, nothing going for us. And they tack on a home run or something. Nothing else going for the Pirates, so bottom 2. Nothing going for us. Top 3. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Oh no, they had a home run. We're down 2-0. Can we get the offense going here? Like, what's going on? Rochelle Seppard's on second here. 2 outs. Jeff Weaver. Pitch around him. 2-0 count. Little flare shot over the head of Tiziano somehow, and that's going to score a 3rd run. That's brutal. 3-0 Pirates. It's Vicente Rojas at the dish. See if we can get through this guy. Full count. Whiffs through it, so Hoskins gets out of the inning, but gives up 2 more runs. And we're down 3-0. Here are the Pirates. Let's see if we can see what happens here. So Juan Padilla, just swing away, leading off bottom 5. And he draws a walk. Spits on ball 4. So he's on first base. Now it's Derek Guyton. You swing away as well. Watches strike 3, 1 down. Now it's it's Velasquez. 1-1 count. Pop fly center field. That'll be 2 down. Padilla still at first base. Next batter up is Jesus Doors. 1-2 count. And he skies one in the infield. Foul territory. Brought in by the catcher. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Top 6. We're taking out Hoskins. For sure. So Hoskins is coming out. We are going to bring in Yuri Perez. Back-to-back days of Yuri Perez. We're going to bring him in. He's going to work a scoreless frame. Bottom 6 here. All right. We got first and second. 1 out. Aquino and Suzuki, both good base runners on for Tiziano. New pitcher is Ben Kaiser. Kaiser, have you said this guy's name? Extreme ground ball. Very liable to ground into a double play here. Let's not do that. First pitch swinging. That makes me very scared. This is going to be a ground ball. They plunk him on the first pitch. Wow. So bases are drunk here for the Los Angeles Angels. The infield in. It is lefty Juan Espinoza facing the right-handed pitcher Ben Kaiser. Works at 2-2. Ground ball gets through the infield, down into the corner. People are rounding the bases here for the Halos. Espinoza, did he clear the bases? Show me that third base. He did not, but he scores 2, and the Halos are back in business. It's a 3-2 ball game here. Still only 1 out, and it's Juan Padilla facing Kaiser. Works another full count, and he takes one into center field. That should drive in two. It will. And the Halos have taken the lead with an RBI single off the bat of Juan Padilla. 4 runs here in the 6th inning, and just like that, the Halos have claimed the lead for the first time in this game, and they've still only got 1 out. So Derek Guyton here, 1-2 count to him. Whiffs through strike 3, now it's 2 down. And then Velasquez takes a 1-1 pitch at the deep center field. Ranging back is Terrell, makes the leaping catch, and that will end the inning and possibly keep another run off the board. So it's now on to the top of the 7th here. Halos with a lead for the first time in the game. Yuri Perez cannot get through this inning cleanly. 2-1 count here to Terrell with Emerson on second. Pop fly right field. Ranging over is Espinoza for out number 1. Now it's Wilson Tejada coming on to pinch hit. 3-1 count to him. Pop fly left field. That'll be caught by Velasquez. 2 down. Now it's Rossell Shepard. 0-2 count. Watches strike 3, and Perez does pitch a scoreless frame. We move things on to the bottom of the 7th. Jesus Doors leading things off for the Angels. Anything going? All right. It is 1st and 3rd. 1 out here for Chris Aquino. New pitcher is Elmer Corkum, the Canadian, the Ontario native, here for the Buccos. 1-1 count to Aquino. Here it comes. Rips one into right field, or right side, caught by Shepard. So 2 down. Now it's Tiziano. 1-2 count to him. Whiffs through it. And the Angels strand runners on the corners. So it's top 8 here. I think we just have to go Jeremy Osborne for the 2-out save. Bring in our guns. Top 8. Not quite clean, but 1st and 2nd, 2 outs for Moises Ballesteros, who comes on to pinch hit. We are going to pitch around him. First pitch swinging. Ground ball right side. Tiziano throws the first. Scoreless frame for Osborne. We move things on. Bottom 8. Can we get any insurance runs? No. Top 9. Shuts the door. 4-3. Angels take game 2, and now the series is going back to Pittsburgh. Angels up where they should be. All right, we are here in Pittsburgh, taking on the Pirates. Jimmy Legg going for the Pirates. That's a great name. That sounds like that'd be like a mobster name. Oh, it's Jimmy Legg. He's the hitman. But then Kurt House going for us, our big free agent acquisition this offseason. Former Minnesota Twin, and then 1 year with the San Francisco Giants. He is on the bump for us. Jimmy Legg on the bump for them. They have a right-hander going, so it is Velasquez in the lineup once again. So top 1 here. Canalate leading things off. Does not get on, but Aquino on second base here with 2 outs for Tiziano, who goes down 0-2. And he shoots one out to right field. That'll get down into the gap, off the wall. Aquino should score easily from second. It's an RBI double for Tiziano. And the Angels strike first here in the 1st inning. 1-0 Halos. So Tiziano on second base here for Juan Espinoza. 1-1 count, and he is plunked right in the side. So 2 on, 2 down here for the Angels. Brings up Juan Padilla. 0-1 count. He lost one into left field. That'll land in for a base knock. Trying to score is Tiziano, and he does indeed. The throw is offline, and the Halos jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the 1st inning. Great start for the boys, as now Derek Guyton's at the dish. 2-2 count to him. Ground ball right side. That'll be at number 3, but not before the Halos jump out to a 2-0 lead here in this game. And now it's time for the Buccos to hit. Kurt House works a scoreless frame. Nothing going for the Angels. All right, they get the leadoff man on here with probably a double. So bottom 2 here, Grady Emerson at the dish. 0-2 count. Gets in the go down looking. Next batter up is Alejandro Flores, 2-2 count to him. Ground ball right side, fielded by Tiziano. 2 down, runner moves up to third base with two outs. So now it's Alvarado. Pitch around him, 0-2 count. Blows it by him. House strands the runner on third base, and the 2-0 lead remains intact. So top 3 here. Suzuki on second base. Looks like he swiped second. Aquino, 1-1 count to him. Little dribbler out in front of the catcher. Suzuki moves up to third. Aquino will be thrown out at first base, but Suzuki is 90 feet away with only 1 out. For Tiziano here, works a full count. And he's plunked. So Tiziano going to take his base as the hit batsman, and then here is Juan Espinoza. We'll take that first pitch. That's strike 1. We're going to try to steal second. And Tiziano's off, and he's in there. So 2 down, or 1 down, 2 in scoring position here for Juan Espinoza. Works a full count, and he whiffs through strike 3. So 2 down, 2 on in scoring position. Juan Padilla, 0-1 count. Lofts one into deep right center field. This one is off the bottom of the wall, and that'll score 2 halo runners. Juan Padilla not stopping at second base. He's chugging along into third. That's a bases-clearing triple for Juan Padilla. And the Halos have taken a 4-0 lead here in this ball game. Still alive in the inning as well. Derek Guyton up with 2 outs. But he skies this one, right side of the infield, called off by the second baseman, Shepard. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. We move things on. Bottom of the 3rd. So Demarion Terrell leading things off. Nothing going for the Pirates. Top 4. Velasquez on second base here for Jesus Doors. And he whiffs through it. Now it's Canalate. Full count. He pokes one into center, but that will be just a pop fly. Runner holds up at second base. Here's Suzuki. New pitcher is Kevin Owens. I'm tempted to try to steal third, to be honest. Just kind of get cocky with it. But I don't think we need to do that. 1-2 count to Suzuki. Ground ball right side, that'll be the 3rd out. But the Angels do tack on... no, that was last inning. What am I saying? They don't tack on it anymore, so it's scoreless frame for the Pirates. Move things on bottom 4. And the Pirates do get a runner on second base here with 1 out. Juan Romero. 2-1 count to him. And he shoots this one out to left field, but that will be caught on a line by Velasquez for out number 2. Now it's Grady Emerson. Full count to him. Pop fly center field. Canalate, easy play for him. 3 down, another scoreless frame for House. We move things on top 5. Aquino and Tiziano both get on. First and second, nobody out for Juan Espinoza. First pitch swinging, and that gets away, but nice block by Flores keeps it in front. The runners remain at first and second. So now a full count to Espinoza. He spits on it. That's ball 4. Bases are loaded here for the Angels. Nobody out, and it's Juan Padilla, who is hitting .625 with 5 ribbies in this playoffs. 1-2 count. Whiffs through it. Could not get it done there, so 1 down. Brings up Derek Guyton. 2-2 count to him. He also goes down swinging. And now it is Velasquez. 0-1 count to him. Ground ball gets through the middle, and they will not get nothing in. They will get 2 runners to score on the 2 RBI single from Velasquez, and the Angels scoring in pairs here. They're up 6-0 here in this ball game. Also, Kevin Owens has to come out as he's hurt. Tyshawn Vaughters has entered the game, and Torres is here at the dish. 2-2 count to him. Facing the new pitcher. He bloops one. Okay, I thought my game just crashed there. I was going to start screaming. That was not a crash. It was they're asking me about the runner. Yeah, no, we're not sending him. So its bases are loaded here. 2 outs for Alejandro Canalate. completely non-competitive, nothing else going in the inning. We move things on bottom 5. So Kurt Haas, let's see what he's got. Or House. I say his name different every time. Scoreless frame for him, now top 6. Suzuki's on second for Chris Aquino. And he bloops one into center field. That'll land in for a base knock. Suzuki's got the wheels, so he gets his fleet feet across home plate. And the Halos pouring it on here. It's 7-0. Aquino on first base. Just steal second right away. Why not? He's going, and he's in there. No respect for the CPU. So Aquino on second base. Tiziano swinging at that 1-0 pitch. Muffed by Roussel Shepard, and Tiziano has himself, I guess that's an error, so he reaches on the error. So first and third here with nobody outs. Espinoza lets you steal second. There goes Tiziano. The throw down, not in time. Second and third, nobody out for Espinoza. 1-1 count. Ground ball right side. That gets down the line into the corner. That'll score 2 more as the Halos cannot stop scoring. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. 9-0 Angels. New pitcher is Ben Kaiser. We're just going to half-inning this. Nothing else goes on. Kurt House still on the hill. Scoreless frame. We don't tack on any more runs. Kurt House. Scoreless frame. Top 8 here. Nothing else going. Bottom 8. We're going to take him out. I don't want him to pitch in this red down here, even though he does have the shutout going. So we're going to bring in Tiedemann. He has multi-inning capability. He's going to pitch the rest of the game. Scoreless frame for him. We don't tack on anymore. Scoreless frame. It's a shutout for the Angels. A 10-0 victory. Or no, that was hits. 9-0 victory for the Halos as they are up 3-0 in the series, trying to finish off the Pirates. So here it is. Almost ready for Game 4. We are rocking the lineup with Velasquez in the order once again, as they have a right-hander and Micah Randall going. We have Josh Flynn, the Texas Tech Red Raider, on the bump. The top 1 here. The Halos at the dish. Nothing going. Bottom 1. Nothing going. Top 2. Nothing going. Bottom 2. Nothing going. All right, now we're cooking. Runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Osamu Suzuki at the dish. Full count. Whiffs through it, so they strand the 2 runners. On to the bottom of the 3rd. Scoreless frame. Top 4. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. All right. Runner on second, 1 out. Here for Roussel Shepard. 2-0 count to him. Ground ball right side, fielded by Aquino. Step on the bag, that'll be 2 down. Rayner moves up to third base. He's 90 feet away for Jeff Weaver. But we're going to pitch around. 2-2 count. Looks at strike 3. Another scoreless frame for Josh Flynn. So we're on top 7. Elmer Corkum on the hill now. The Canadian for the Pirates. And the Angels have a runner in scoring position here. Espinoza's on second base. 2 outs. Kind of tempted to pinch run. I think we're going to hold off. We're going to leave him in the game. So Juan Padilla, 2-1 count. That's going to be lined into left field and caught on a slide by Alvarado, so it doesn't matter anyways. We move on to the bottom of the 7th. Josh Flynn still on the hill. And they hit a home run. Who was that? Vicente Rojas, home run. Brutal. Anything else? All right. We need to get Flynn out of the game. So first and second, 1 out for Alvarado, Rayner, and then Terrell. We're going to bring in a lefty. And I'm thinking that lefty is going to be Zion. He has entered the game. 3-0 count to Alvarado. spits on ball 4, and the Pirates are cooking here. Bases juiced, 1 out. Bryce Rayner. 0-1 count to him. Infield is in. That gets through. That'll score 1. The throw cut off to home. You could have just threw it home, it looked like. But it's a 2 RBI single, and the Pirates have scored 3 runs this inning. Now it's to Marion Terrell. First pitch swinging. Pops one up into right field. Caught by Espinoza. The throw to the dish is not in time. They tack on a 4th. Brutal. Brutal. They do get a ground ball there to end the inning finally, but the Pirates tack on 4 runs. Now it's top 8. Chris Stanton is in the game. Anything going for us? Okay. We got first and second here, or first and third, 2 outs for Osamu Suzuki. Take that first pitch. That's a ball. Take that second pitch. That's a strike. Now swing away, 2-2. Diving grab by Romero. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. If this game had Football Manager gameplay, that would have been the most clear diving catch of all time. But instead, I have no clue, so I have to be like, well, it's caught. Well, we are here in the bottom of the 8th. I think we're just going to leave Zion in here, see what he can do. Never mind. He gives up 2 base runners. Now we're going to bring in Paco. Can Paco get through these guys? Juan Romero pitched to him. 2 on, nobody out. Ground ball. 4-6-3 perhaps? 4-6-3. All right, 2 down, runner on third. Grady Emerson at the dish. 2-2 count. That's going to be lofted out into left field, but caught on a line by Velasquez. We move things on to the 9th inning with our last shot. Chris Aquino here. Nothing going for the Halos, so we do not get the sweep. The Buccos do avoid that. We move things on to Game 5. So here we are, the lefty Lesso on the hill. Pimentel on the hill for us. Our ace going. It is Game 5, looking to close this series out. The top 1, Canalate leading things off. Nothing going. Bottom 1, they get the first 2 on. It's first and second. Nobody out for Vicente Rojas. 0-2 count. Whiffs through it on the changeup. Now it's Juan Romero. 2-0 count to him. He lines one up the middle. That'll land in, and the Pirates have struck first here in the first inning. Not ideal. Now it's Grady Emerson. 0-2 count to him. Ground ball right side. Aquino. Was that a double play? It was not. It was not a double play. They get the runner at second. 2 down. Runners on the corners for Flores. 2-2 count to him. Dribbler in front of the catcher. Guyton throws to first. 3 down. So the Pirates do score 1. Take a 1-0 lead. We move things on to the second. And Espinoza just hit a home run. Juan Espinoza has hit our first home run of the postseason to tie the game. And now we got Guyton on second base here with 2 outs for Jorge Carranza. 0-1 count. Ground ball right side. That'll be 3 down. So move things on to the bottom of the second. Scoreless frame. Suzuki's on second base here for Chris Aquino. 3-1 count. Spits on ball 4. So first and second, 2 outs for Tiziano. 1-1 count to him. Drives it at the right field, but that will be caught as Rojas is under that one for out number 3. So the score remains 1-1. Bottom 3 here. Scoreless frame for Ernesto. And now we're cooking. First and second, 1 out for Jorge Carranza. 2-2 count. Ground ball right side. That is fielded, but they cannot double him up. He beats that at first. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs for Jesus Doors. And he takes strike 1, works the 2-2, and whiffs through it. The classic Jesus Doors AB. As we move things bottom 4. Scoreless frame. Scoreless frame. Runner on second, 2 outs for Russell Shepard. Full count to him. And ball 4. Now it's Jeff Weaver. Strike 3. Gets out of it. Another scoreless frame for Pimentel. Move things on top 6. First and second, 1 out for Derek Guyton. 1-2 count to him. Whiffs through it. Now it's Jorge Carranza. 2-1 count to him. Ground ball left side. Throw to second to take the short way, and that'll be the end of the inning. Or the end of the top half of the 6th. Move things on bottom 6. And I think we're going to bring in somebody else. We're going to bring in Pelmar to face this heart of the order here. 3-1 count to their best hitter. He's going to walk him. Oh no, he swings at the 3-1 and pops it up to the infield. And that is Tiziano calling off Aquino for the pop fly. Now it's Juan Romero. 2-1 count to him. That is destroyed to center field, but a diving catch! Alejandro Canalate, 80 grade range, showing it off. Getting to that ball, saving an extra base hit, and it's 2 down. Grady Emerson up, 2-1 count to him. He clobbers that one to right field, and that one has no chance of being caught. Grady Emerson with a 2-out solo shot to give the Pirates their second lead of the game here, 2-1. And John Pelmar cannot work the scoreless frame. Now facing Flores, it's an 0-2 count, and he just blows it by him. So top 7. And we have Jesus Doors at the dish. Anything going for us. Boom. Second and first. Doors and Aquino on, respectively, each position, each base. And now it's Tiziano hitting with 2 outs against Elmer Corkum. 0-2 count. He takes one out to right field, but it's caught by Rojas. So nothing going for the Angels. They are still down 2-1. Move things on bottom 7. And we are going to bring in lefty, righty, lefty. I think we're going to go Chris Croxton here. So Croxton has entered the game. Can he get a scoreless frame? He can indeed. So top 8, Chris Stanton is on. We get first and second, 2 outs. Once again, it's Jesus Doors. Take that first pitch. Ball 1. Take that second pitch. Ball 2. Now you get unleashed. And then Doors lines one at the shortstop. Emerson puts it away. Nothing going for the Angels. Bottom 8. The top of the order here, we are going to bring on Jeremy Osborne to keep it the way it is. Does not get it through it cleanly, but it's 1 down, runner on second. Doc Doyle Jr., what a name. Facing Vicente Rojas, we're going to pitch around him. First pitch swinging. Pop fly center field. Canalate coming on, easy out for him, 2 down. Now it's Juan Romero. 1-0 count to him. Ground ball, charging his Doors. He makes the play. Just barely gets the runner. Score remains 2-1. It is now top of the 9th, and Juan Cuddy Magana has entered the game, the right-hander for this Pirates team. Canalate leading things off. Just take that first pitch. Let him see what he's coming in here. Pumping that first pitch strike. 2-2 count. Canalate works it, and he goes down swinging. Next batter up is Suzuki. 1-2 count. And he takes one right side. That's 2 down. And just like that, the Angels are down to their last stat of this game. It's Chris Aquino. 0-2 count. Goes down swinging. And the Pirates battling back here. Now it's suddenly a 3-2 series. So game 6, we are back in Anaheim now. Righty on the bump. Velasquez is in the lineup. We're making a change to our lineup here. Suzuki is going to lead off. Velasquez is hitting second, then Padilla, then Espinoza, then it's Aquino, then Tiziano, Guyton, Canalate, and Doors. That's what we're going to rock with here. See how it goes. The top one, Mike Hoskins on the bump for the Halos. Scoreless frame. Bottom one, nothing going. And Hoskins gets himself into a bit of trouble here. Runners on the corners with one out for Grady Emerson. Lefty on lefty action. He pops one up into right field. Espinoza has a strong arm, unleashes it to the plate, and they will hold up the runner at third base. So 2 down now. Another lefty. And he spits on ball 4. The bases are drunk now. It's Bryce Rainier, the 9-hitter. Or Rayner. 1-2 count. Blows it by him. Hoskins strands, the bases loaded, and it's still 0-0. 0-0, as they say. Bottom 2. 2 runs. What just happened? Boom, Aquino gets on with a walk, and then Tiziano blasts one, and the Halos jump out to a 2-0 lead here in this game. Nothing else going in the inning. Scoreless frame. Another 2-run inning. What happened? Padilla singles, Espinoza 2-run blast. Fantastic. 4-0 Halos. Nothing else going. Top 4. And they get their leadoff man on in Juan Romero. So the lefty Alvarado, 0-2 count. Strike 3. Next batter up is Flores. 2-1 count to him. Pops it up into right field. That'll be 2 down. The runner holds up at second base. Now it's Emerson. Full count. Pop fly in the infield. Tiziano calls off Aquino. Out number 3. Scoreless frame. We move things on bottom 4. Canalate and Doors both get on. Big-time speed threats. Suzuki. First pitch swinging. Shoots one down the right field line, but that'll be fielded. And, okay, they only get the guy at first, so we still have basically a bunt. Basically a sack bunt there. Second and third. 1 out for Velasquez. Lefty pitcher on the hill, though, and Luis Orellana. Orellana, something like that. And we'll just swing away. 2-1 count. He shoots one into left center field. Diving catch. But we should be able to tag up Canalate at third. We do indeed. 5-1 is the score. Brings up Juan Padilla. 1-1 count. Ground ball left side. Fielded and thrown out at first base is Padilla, but we do tack on one more to make it a 5-0 lead. It's top 5 now. They hit a home run to make it 5-1. And we got to get Hoskins out of there. It's first and second. 2 outs. Juan Romero, the righty, is up. We are going to bring in Paco. Paco has entered the game, the Brazilian right-hander. Blows it by him. Strike 3, 5-1 score. Into the bottom of the 5th. First and second. 1 out for Derek Guyton. 2-2 count. Watches strike 3. Now it's Alejandro. 3-1 count. Spits on ball 4. Bases are drunk here for Jesus Doors. Whiffs through the 2-2 pitch. He goes down swinging as Kevin Owens strikes him out. And they also have to take Kevin Owens out of the game. Isn't it the second time he's gotten hurt? Jeez. So top 6 now. Lefty, righty, lefty. Let's bring in Croxton. Croxton has entered. Scoreless frame for him. So bottom 6. First and second, 2 outs for Chris Aquino facing Ben Kaiser. First pitch swinging, ground ball right side. Easy out, nothing else going. Move things on, top 7. We bring in Pelnar. So Pelnar comes in. Does not get the scoreless frame quick. Leadoff double for Bryce Rainier. It's top of the order here. 2-2 count to Roussel Shepard. Check swing. He goes around. Strike 3. Now it's Jeff Weaver, pitch around him, first pitch swinging, ground ball. And it gets up the middle, past the diving glove of Tiziano. That'll score another. Weaver's on second, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Now it's Vicente Rojas, 0-2 count. Looks at strike 3, he goes down. So 2 down for Juan Romero, 2-2 count. Pop fly, deep center, but not deep enough as Canalate puts it away for out number 3. And we move things on, bottom half of the 7th. So Tiziano leading things off. Boom. Third and first. 2 outs for Suzuki. 2-1 count. Takes one deep right field, but it's caught at the track. Nothing else going for the Halos. So move things on to the 8th. And we are going to bring on in a 3-run game, Yuri Perez. Try to get these last 2 innings. Gets that scoreless frame. They bring in Jeremy Jazz Leisure from Acton, Massachusetts. Lefty. We're going to pinch hit, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Lefty, let's bring in Ken O'Brien. Yeah. He'll also play left field. Ken O'Brien. Let's just see what he does. 2-2 count. Little flare shot. Oh, he muffed it! He muffed it! Ken O'Brien will reach on an error. Anything else going? Alright. So now it's first and second. 2 outs for Tiziano. 1-1 count. He pops one up to right field. That'll be caught for out number 3. Move things on to the 9th. And Yuri Perez facing Demarion Terrell. The 8-hitter. 0-2 count. Blows it by him. Brings the heat. 1 down. Next batter up, Bryce Rayner, the former Marlin. 1-2 count. Blows it by him, too. Back-to-back Ks. Now it's Russell Shepard, the former Angel. Pulls one to right field. That'll land in front of Espinoza. And the Pirates stay alive. The speedy Shepard on first. And the dangerous Jeff Weaver at the dish. First pitch swinging. Skies it in the infield. Aquino calls it off. And the Angels have defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates in 6 games here in Anaheim to move on to the ALCS. Nice little 5-2 victory for the squad. Juan Espinoza picking up series MVP. He was quite solid this series. He hit .409, 2 home runs, and 7 ribbies. Him and Padilla were definitely the best hitters this series, and they showed up this game. 2 ribbies for Espinoza, 2 hits for Padilla, also a walk. The guy showed up. Hoskins pitched well. The pitching was great pretty much all series, as you would expect from this roster. Yuri Perez gets that 2-inning save, and we move things on to the CS.